Hi everyone, it's Scott here from That's English School 英語研究プロジェクトよくある間違いを分析します。たまにはですね、この英語合ってるけど合ってないという複雑な時もあります。なんていうのかな、文法的に、理論的に大丈夫なはずなんですけれども、その英語を言うとやっぱりちょっと変な感じがします。今からそのトピックについて一つの文章をベースにして英語で、アドバイスをしますね。Ready to take your English up a notch? Let's get going! First, let's look at the problem. Do you know Johnny Depp? Do you know Johnny Depp? So, as I said in the intro, this sentence is good. In fact, it's great. There are absolutely no problems with it. It's such a simple question, but a lot of people in Japan don't seem to understand the complexities behind it. By complexities, I mean the very detailed points. You have to grasp the underlying meaning. I've been living in Japan now for a long time, so I guess my native English spidey senses have weakened over time. But this is one expression that always makes me smile. Let's look at the reasons why. So, if you ask me the question, do you know Johnny Depp? This is how the conversation would go in Japanese. Johnny Depp って知ってる？もちろん知ってるよ。Pirates of Caribbean の人でしょ？そう。To an English speaker, it would feel like this. Johnny Depp って知ってる？知ってるわけないじゃん。だって大スターだもん。そういう意味じゃなくて。The problem here is with the very direct use of the verb know. If you use it with people, it sounds like you're asking if you are friends. So this is okay if you're talking about normal people. Neighbors, classmates, colleagues, friends, acquaintances. You know, people where there is a realistic possibility that you could actually know them, that you've met them in real life. But for most people, like Hollywood stars, singers, comedians, politicians, and business leaders, then it sounds a little odd to ask the question, do you know Johnny Depp? A conversation might go like this. Do you know Johnny Depp? What are you talking about? How would I know him? But he's like super famous. Well, of course I know of him, but I don't actually know him. So in English, we often use expressions like know of him. Or this one. Know him. Know of him means I know about him. Know him means that we have actually met. We often hear this with young people talking about boyfriends and girlfriends. The verb like is often used in this way. I like her. I know you like her, but do you like her like her? I don't know if I like her, but I definitely like her as a friend. I think you like her like her. Instead of asking the very basic and direct question, do you know him? For famous people, it's better to say, have you ever heard of Johnny Depp? Yes, that sounds so much better. Who's your favorite actor? I really like Jude Law. Have you ever heard of him? Does he play the young Dumbledore in Fantastic Beasts? Yeah, that's him. So this doesn't imply that you're friends. It's just asking whether or not you know who he is, if you've seen his movies. Another possible phrase we could use is, are you familiar with Jude Law? To be familiar with is a slightly more formal way of speaking, but it basically means the same as, have you ever heard of Jude Law? Let's take a look at 5 example sentences. The first one is going to be this. John and Mary from number 10 just had a new baby. Do you know them? We're talking about neighbors, and there is the possibility that the person has met them before. So we can use, do you know them? And it sounds very natural. I'm reading a fascinating book by Ian Rankin. Ever heard of him? Fascinating is a great word to describe a book, meaning I can't stop reading it. Have you ever heard of the band Deacon Blue? Of course I have. I grew up in Scotland in the 80s. So Deacon Blue are a Scottish band, and my favourite song is Dignity. Have you ever heard of them? Nah, I doubt it. Do you know that Indian restaurant on the high street? Well, they went out of business. To go out of business means to close your business down, usually due to a lack of income. Are you familiar with the ins and outs of the Japanese taxation system? The ins and outs of something means how things work, the systems and the rules. The ins and outs of something. This is the Too Many English playlist. There are 50 useful videos, so you can watch one every day, in lunchtime, on your train commute, or when you're relaxing with having a cup of coffee. I'll see you over there. Let's go.